Hey guys, I'm going to share a commercial call. It was an estimate that I went to for what I hope to be a new customer. They already knew that they needed 2 compressors. That was all I knew when I got there. But I'm going to go ahead and share it because of the changes in refrigerant. It's hard to fix what is there. It's not really feasible to repair. So, and now replacement is an enormous cost for this customer because of the changes in refrigerant. This is one of the first times that I have ever seen the changes in refrigerant possibly cost somebody this much money. It's an enormous amount. Stay tuned. I'll show you. I go in and look at the air handlers. Actually, there's 2 20-ton air handlers and they have 4 10-ton condensers. When I bring you in the video, I'm looking at the first 10-ton condenser. Stay tuned. With this one, this is a 10-ton. Well, the other one over there was a 10-ton. I think this one is too. Actually, it looks like there's 2 10-tons on each air handler. Oh, wow. That compressor has already been replaced once. Somebody must think it's shorted. That is a big compressor. Tell you what, because it's already disconnected, it's going to be easy to test to see if it's shorted. Okay, right now I just want to make sure that those wires are not touching anything. Let's see if I can get a good ground somewhere. I'll tell you what, I might need. I'm looking for some sandpaper. I'm gonna put this on beep, my meter on beep. So I'm reading 58 ohms to ground. 58 ohms. 58 ohms. That's not enough to beep. I'm going to show you. That is not enough to beep. If y'all can see that, that is 57 ohms. 58 ohms. 58 ohms. That's not enough to make my meter beep, but it is enough to trip a breaker very easily. Looks like head pressure switch has been deactivated or I'm almost afraid to touch some of this. We do have this pressure switch. is also deactivated. It's bypassed. We got 2 wire nuts here. All right, now I'm looking at this solder work here. That's not exactly first class. That looks like a 3/4. There's oil on that. Let me get my light. Whew. Man, I gotta say, if this pipe right here is like 1 1/8, which I think it is, what is that coming out of the compressor? That's looks like 1.5 inches. And here we are. Yeah, this is a 10-ton. That 120 tells me it's a 10-ton. Let's check that one over there. Right here. That's just setting on that. I might be able to strap that up some kind of way to this unistrut, but that does not need to be sitting on this. Not at all. That's going to cause a leak, maybe in both systems. If that compressor was replaced before, I do not see a dryer. Suction filter, which honestly they should be removed, but it looks like both air handlers have 2 10-tons. This is a 10-ton. This is a 10-ton. Huge difference in size. Let's check this one, push in the contactor, just see if it runs. I don't know if I was recording all that time. This one, the disconnect is still turned on. We do have a resettable. We do have a resettable switch that has been replaced right here. This one, it looks like somebody's taking some effort to keep this from rubbing on the copper lines. All right, I need to get in there and see if our compressor is shorted. I think first I'm just going to check to see once again our compressor is disconnected. I'm checking for power. This thing is hot. Yeah, it's got power to it. Let's go around to the other side so we can check this compressor. Oh, there's another screw. Y'all forgive me, I'm gonna get comfortable. Alright guys, we are now going to check the second one. My ends are right here, so they are not touching any ground. I cannot see what I'm touching. I got 24 kilo ohms. Make sure these are not touching each other. And we're going to check to ground. That is 24 kilo ohms. $24. $25 kilo ohms. There's a very slight chance that this compressor might run. I'm going to ohm between the windings so y'all can see what I'm 0.65, 0.92, and 0.82. This is a 3-phase compressor. These all should be very close. I'm gonna try again. .94, 0.70, and 0.85. That 0.70, the one that is like 0.85 and the other one 0.9 something, possibly close enough, and the kilo ohms maybe might work, but when I get one of the windings reading 0.7, yeah, I think that'll cause an amp draw, and in combination with the kilo ohms to ground, I think that'll trip a breaker. Okay, once again, this is also a 10-ton. I just want to see if it's going to run. Yes, it does run. It's getting cold. I need to be conscious that my power is still on. Alright, there are my TXVs. There are 2 of them right underneath this blower motor. It's one right there, and there's another one tell you what, let me take pictures of that. Panel off. We'd have better access to our TXVs because they're going to be right there. I kind of thought they would be. Yeah, if we get the job, we can figure that out. And as y'all see, there is no liquid line dryer. I initially thought that, you know, maybe we can change the TXV. I went upstairs and looked at it. I might show some video of that. Took some pictures of the TXV and thought, just quote them, new condensers, new TXV. I don't do a ton of big commercial work. I mean, to me, that's big commercial. So I did call around and ask some advice from people that do more of that stuff. And I was advised not to change the TXV and replace a condenser. Yeah, it's probably possible, but it might not be a good idea. We do know that sometimes there are different capacities in the evaporator coils. That might be a problem. And second, especially on one of them, that compressor's already been changed once. There might be a lot of mineral oil in there, and that could cause a problem with, say, POE or whatever kind of oil is coming with the new refrigerants. So to fix it right, replace both air handlers, all 4 condensers, it just seems, forgive me, it just seems wrong. And replacing a compressor on a 30-year-old condenser, that seems wrong. There's just no good options. I don't know. One of the suggestions was replace one condenser, limp them along until maybe November, and then a $100,000 job replacing everything. I mean, it's ridiculously high. I got prices on some of the equipment and wow. And I know this, none of that's going to go over well. This place, they were already limping along with one condenser with a shorted compressor, and now they have 2. So that tells me that $100,000 bill, that's not even, they can't even consider that. So it's just no good options. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, how about like and subscribe? Check out the store in the corner, and I'll catch you on the next one.